How you doing, Miguel Rivas?
Doing pretty well. How are you doing?
You got a nice beard.
Yeah, I know. I've been working on it, keeping it going.
What do you do? Like, what you get a trimmer?
No, you know what's crazy is like I never bought a trimmer and just started doing it with scissors, and then I got a trimmer and I didn't like it, so I was like going at it myself, going manual.
That's tight.
Yeah, it takes a lot. It takes way more work than it should.
It's pretty.
Yeah. Thank you. I never think of it that way.
Do you do your eyebrows too?
I don't. No,
Okay.
they're quite large and wide, and
No, they're pretty. Maddie, doesn't he have pretty eyebrows? Like he's got a. You jealous? Maddie Fox is jealous.
I try not to talk about them because I don't want to seem like a braggart, but yeah, I got pretty eyebrows.
I know, you walk in the room. I don't want to mention anything, guys, but look at these bad boys.
I look curious a lot just to get people interested.
Oh, you can do the one eyebrow thing. That's fair. When did you discover you could do that, Miguel?
Miguel, yeah. I think I figured it out when I was like 10, and then I just started like doing it all the time. Too much. I can't believe I'm talking about my eyebrows this much. It's the most.
No,
of my
it's
life.
cool, dude. That's what because if I could never do that, and I try, and I still try to this day. 41 years old, can't do the one eyebrow. That was one of those little tricks, so that if one out of only 15 kids could do, right?
Yeah, I had a bunch of brothers, and so we all have a bunch of brothers, and so we all tried to figure out something like that. And my brother used to do the Elvis lip, and the fact that I can't do the Elvis lip.
So you can't see. So
it's all focused up here, my power.
And this Wednesday, you have your Tony Ho comedy album being released.
That's right.
Is this the first album you've ever done?
It is. Yeah, it's called The People Stuff. The other guys in my troupe, I should say, are this guy Roger Bainbridge and Adam Niebergall, and we recorded it last October. Sirius produced it, and we did like a live show in front of people with a live band, and recorded the album that way, and it's like a real weirdo experience, let me tell you.
Wow, very exciting stuff. I know, like, we love live sort of radio shows, and that's what a really neat thing to do. And it's the way, radio was originally done.
Totally.
And getting that instant feedback must have been fun too, because when we do it live here today, who knows? Yeah,
that was sort of like choice we made early on, was like, are we going to do this in a studio and just trust the bits? So, which we do anyways, but no, we wanted to feel people. You can hear them on the album, like in the audience, kind of vibing out and getting creeped out, because that's sort of what we do. And
do you get a bit dark? Do you?
Yeah. We like to make people kind of squirm a little bit.
Well, from the Tony Ho comedy troupe here, Tony Ho Comedy is their Facebook page. If you put that after the facebook.com there, I'm sure you've been there. Miguel Rivas, tell us how dark you can get. Give us an example of something that you guys might do that might make us go, ah.
This isn't on the album, but a recent bit we've been doing involves Roger talking about living inside of his grandfather's wounds until he can support himself. So it's sort of a surreal idea about taking care of someone, but how much that takes out of you. So he hits this whole monologue about living inside of someone's wounds.
Brody?
That's dark shit, man.
Yeah. You asked me for the darkest one. On the album, we have one where a guy goes to get his job review, and the only way he can continue to work there is if he allows the boss to eat a small part of him.
Wow, I kind of like the way your brain works.
Yeah, that's sort of our vibe. And
you ever have police showing up at the shows and just doing sort of some background checks after?
We lock the doors, or else we incorporate them into the show and just try and get dragged off stage.
Is there a certain type of following you notice that you guys have in the Tony Ho comedy troupe?
I think our voice sort of speaks to a certain type of person. We always say we like to mine our comedy out of sadness and anxiety. So people tend to be like, yeah, I heard your stuff and I get it. they kind of get the vibe, and they feel the weirdness speaks to them.
Is it sort of like a horror film kind of genre meets comedy? Is that fair?
I would say so. Yeah, we're big horror fans, and I always feel they always say that the easiest place to make a joke is at a funeral, right? So that's sort of our entire approach. We live on the knife's edge of sadness and laughing, because it's so easy to laugh when you're tensed up. So what we do is we have a real theater background as well. We pride ourselves on our acting, so we try and like draw people in with more dramatic stuff and then cut it to the silliest thing we can think of and the dumbest things we can
think of.
Great.
And where does stuff like this go? Like, I know comedians' purposes are hopefully to get sitcoms or host a big show. Like when it comes to a troupe, is the end sort of goal for you guys like a play, like a big Broadway kind of performance?
Oh man, I never even thought about a huge Broadway performance, but that would be amazing. But no, for us, we We love to make films as well. If you go to our website, tonyho.ca, we have a ton of short movies, and we try and have a real cinematic quality about them. And I think if you asked us, our goal is to make films and TV shows, and we've got some stuff in the works. Hopefully, we'll be coming out soon.
Have you done this YouTube channel stuff? Are you starting to work on YouTube channels?
We got a bunch of stuff up there on YouTube. Tony Ho Comedy is a YouTube channel that you can go check out and has a bunch of stuff on it. We've also made a few music videos for people too. So I think the end goal is to sort of transition a bunch of the live stuff into film stuff.
Oh, hey, what's up? Just got people texting me. I'm Roddy. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's awesome. Leave a comment and we'll read the best ones on the air.